All right, my good friend, Aleksey. I like to think we're good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
do you want to turn on the videos? Are we
oh
going
man,
to
it's up to you. I am positioned to do so. But if you're more comfortable in whatever
I'm
position
fine.
you're, all right,
I'm
all right, all right.
fine. But then I'm going to be like this. Hello.
Hey man, you sound sick though. Like I can hear you sound weak, dog. You, how does it feel?
This week I've been
Describe.
this week I've been weak. Like um, since Monday, I've had body pain and fatigue and like a shitload of headaches and stuff. Um, at first I thought it was stroke related.
Jesus.
Um, yeah, because I went to uh physiotherapist. They had a preliminary like meeting with the therapist that told me like uh what my regime will be. Like it looks like I'm gonna have physiotherapy mixed in with massage therapy and acupuncture.
Okay.
Um, so that's fun.
Uh, have you had acupuncture before?
No, but um, I I'm open to the idea of acupuncture.
I was gonna ask, like, I I mean, can needles really help you with your pain and suffering? But it might,
Well,
I guess.
yeah, if like because with with the thing is with me especially my left side because it overcompensates for my right side.
Mm.
Um, the muscles are so taut and tight. There's knots in certain areas where there shouldn't be knots,
Mm.
and
Okay.
the muscles are so sprained and constantly tight that like they are fatigued and they need to the acupuncture will just like give it a release,
So,
hopefully.
yeah, I was gonna
It's
say, hopefully, yeah, because in the clinic that I work with, some certain patients do ask for acupuncture, and the doctor, like, with like the no judgment, he's just like, yeah, sure, I'll prescribe it. But I always wondered, like, how much is of that does actually relieve, like the knots and all that sore stuff. Maybe I'm
well,
just ignorant
there's
to it,
also going to be like an osteo treatment, so yeah,
Hmm. Well, that
osteo
sounds
something.
fancy. Sounds fancy.
And like every it's going to alternate every week
Hmm.
between those three, and then on the weekends um I'm going to have physical therapy starting in 2 weeks.
I was gonna say, is this after or before your illness or during
I did it
illness?
on Wednesday. I had the um I met them on Wednesday. So I started feeling symptoms on Monday. And I tested on Thursday and I got the result yesterday. Like I think the worst thing the thing that got me the most from upon hearing the news was like I've already been so lonely, especially uh like since last December. Um,
Hmm.
and now this is just adding to loneliness.
Yeah.
I think, mm,
No, we definitely live in an age of isolation for sure. Mm.
yeah,
It's ironic too. On Thursday, I got my Rona, the first. Rona shot
vaccine.
um, from
Nice.
Moderna. It's it's interesting. My mom is also. You kind of sound like my mom in terms of your like voice. She recently had some surgery uh, to remove. I think it was a hysterectomy.
Mm.
She tested positive for. I think it was a gene that was very closely tied to cervical cancer and things like that. So they just removed all her, lady parts, lady organs. Uh,
Scooped out her insides.
yeah, like that's everything except the the lady parts, I guess. But the point is, right now she's recovering. She came back yesterday, and she's like pretty weak. Like he's kind of noticing people around me are starting to fade into the darkness. Why? Hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I had a lot of fatigue. I was woozy as fuck. On Wednesday night, I couldn't sleep at all
Hmm.
because of pain. Um, uh, and then Thursday and Friday, I was like top top notch. Everything was fine. Yesterday evening, though, it felt like my chest was closing in, but that could have been placebo.
Are you scared?
Um, Right now, no, not really, but yesterday I was. Um, I think mainly because of the loneliness
Hmm.
and of that, but yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what to think.
The last time we spoke, you said you were going to look further into stoicism, right? How have your studies been?
Yeah. Wait, when was the last time we spoke?
I think it was in December, like last month.
Was it like after I spoke about my breakup?
Yes, it's precisely why you were
Yeah.
gonna.
So I read that book. I read that book. I really recommend it. It's called Meditation,
Bye.
um, by Marcus Aurelius.
Oh,
Marcus Aurelius. I really recommend it. It's really good. Oh damn,
I've
my glove has a big hole in it.
I looked up the audiobook on YouTube and I've gone to sleep while listening to it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's
It's
really
really good.
good.
Yeah, no, you feel super. It's super insightful, and it's oddly poetic and pragmatic at the same time, which is really rare. Um,
I mean,
like,
certain parts are, certain parts aren't.
okay, name one part that's not.
When he talks about um, personal relationships with
Mm,
his um, like with his brother
mm.
and stuff like that, when it talks about personal stuff, then it's not.
Well, his personal life was actually kind of a mess, wasn't it? His son, who he had fully raised to be the next emperor, completely like destroyed his country.
I don't remember that, seeing that in the book. He was talking
No,
about his brother.
no, no, that's I don't know. That's not in the book, but that's just like his personal history. Like he had raised his son to
Mm.
replace him, and when he died and his son finally became emperor, his son was way more interested in just enjoying the rich life rather than governing the country that he was like his whole life had
Well,
been
yeah,
trained for. Hmm.
yeah. Well, it happens. That's life. But
Yeah, it is. It is.
I think
Uh, it really is.
getting a bunch of notifications all of a sudden.
What happened to being lonely, Mister Getting notifications?
No, like 2 days ago was my ex's birthday,
Holy shit! I'm
and
sorry.
I got like, and I kind of wanted to speak to her because like my initial reaction was to speak to her, because even after the fact, it still makes me feel better just to hear her voice, which I know sounds a bit too maybe desperate or clingy, I guess, but that's how it be
No, it
at
sounds
the moment.
exactly like you said you were feeling lonely.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and yeah, I would say like um getting out like into like you don't have to be alone to be lonely. You can still be lonely with people surrounding you. I
Yeah.
just I spoke to my grandma like guess a week ago, um and she she said that it's like how I feel about relationships is similar to how she was and how my dad is. Like, guess it's intense. It's very intense. It's very emotional,
So it's like
and
a lingering
I
pain.
guess yeah,
Hmm.
like because now it feels like I'm disassociating from a part of myself, and of course that's a very unhealthy way of looking at yourself, and that's why like I do my utmost to not go into any relationships, not look for anything, because I first want to look for myself
Ah,
for a good a good time. And that's why like as soon as I graduate this year, um I'm leaving California.
where you go off to this time?
I'm wherever the winds take me, but somewhere else in America,
I think that's
because
a good approach.
I want to I want to first get my citizenship. Ideally, I think for me, ideally, I would kind of like to go to either like Montana, uh,
Mm,
Wyoming, or Alaska.
bro, all of those sound pretty. Alaska
Why
sounds
not?
the most awesome for some reason.
Yeah,
So,
just that
something about yeah, the edge of the
cold
world.
isolation.
You know, right? Like
Yeah,
that's like isolation, but with a. It feels like it's with a purpose. You know, like
yeah,
right.
because like I think if I were to say I want to go to Greenland, then it's like, dude, why?
Yeah, right.
But if
There- nothing and no one.
yeah, but if you wanted to go to like remote parts of the world that has more beauty, I wouldn't say Greenland is ugly.
Hmm.
Not to shit on your Greenland viewers if you even have any.
Right,
Um,
the one Greenland viewer.
um, I mean, I feel that Greenland can have its beauty, but I don't want to go to a place to isolate where there's nothing, just a desert. You know? even though ironically my heart and my soul, it yearns to go back to the Kalahari Desert,
Interesting.
which
Why?
is in South Africa.
No reason. Just you just want to see the land again or something.
My family is from there. My roots.
Mm.
It's weird
So
because like my I I don't know my roots in Russia, but I know my roots in South Africa.
interesting. You've never had that same yearning to check out Russia?
No, I do.
Mm.
I do. It's not as intense and it's not as often, but it is there. I acknowledge it.
So, why somewhere in the United States versus somewhere in Russia? I'm pretty sure they have their own Great White North area. I wouldn't know
Um,
it, but
because I want to get my citizenship.
oh, okay, yeah, okay, that works. And I imagine it's easier in Alaska to like to get it from that state. I imagine.
I don't know. Like next week, I am 100% giving in my citizenship. Or no, not next week. The week after, because next week I'm still in isolation. I
Wait,
think
so
I can only. My isolation is until the 5th, and my return to work date is the 8th.
hmm, hmm. Well, at least you're not dying as fast.
Yeah, we'll see how it turns out because my chest has been feeling a bit weird,
Yeah.
but I don't know if my difficulty breathing is placebo or actual fucking deterioration of my lungs.
Yeah,
This is
placebo for sure,
TBD.
man. Placebo for sure. Yeah, as a
I don't know, man,
humble
because
medical assistant.
before I before I found out that I had COVID, I already had some on and off difficulty breathing. Um, so I'm not gonna not say it's placebo, but I'm also not gonna say, oh, it's all in my head, because what if by next week I start coughing up shit? I'm like, oh no, it's still placebo. It's all in my mind.
Okay, but okay, if it is placebo, then um, you're stressing over nothing. If it is placebo, oh sorry, if it's not, wait, if it's all in your head,
Yeah.
you're stressing over nothing. If it's real though, isn't it already too late anyways?
So I might as well just die.
Yes, but in a really chill way.
I don't know, man.
Take it in
It
style.
feels weird. It feels. If I have to say how my lungs feel like, or how the back feels like, it feels like um the day after I smoked a pack of cigarettes and I ran. I had to run a mile, and it's the day after I ran, or it's after I ran a mile, the day after I smoked a pack of cigarettes. That's how it feels like.
Okay, so there's definitely fluid in your lungs at the moment. That's what's causing that sort of discomfort. That's what it sounds
Yeah,
like.
it's like discomfort, but like I know it's bad if I breathe, then it's like weird. So I think by tomorrow, if it feels even more discomforting, because I only started feeling it kind of last night, and I kind of, it's there or it's not. I don't really notice it today.
Okay.
But if by tomorrow the discomfort is higher, then I'm definitely gonna call somebody something.
You're gonna call somebody something.
Yeah, something or somebody, because I do not want to lose lung capacity.
That's another thing that I was seeing. It's not just surviving it too. Like some people have like lasting effects right afterwards,
Yep.
and God, why? Hmm. Stuff like that is pretty stressful.
Yep.
Hmm. But I'm pretty sure that's like in the minority of cases, though. Always, for better or worse, always assume you're not special. Like that lasting affects things. It's in the minority. The vast majority of people who catch COVID do recover. So,
Yeah. Let's just hope that I'm not special.
bro, same. Someone asked me like if I would be willing to get the vaccine, even after like all those like allergic reactions, and I'm like, that's 5% of people who like react violently to it. I'm gonna assume I'm not special. Like I'm assume that the universe has forgotten I am not the universe's favorite child in anything, and and nothing's gonna happen.
I guess in this case, then you would be the universe's unfavorite, unpopular child.
Yeah, right. There's a difference. Would you rather be ignored or actively disliked?
Yeah. On other notes, I've been thinking like I've been thinking about that wild time um when when uh I was seeing Veronica.
Good
That was
times. Good times.
good times.
For better or worse, very good times. I gotta admit, very entertaining, very fun.
Very interesting times. Like, I've been riding that high for a few days.
You sound like an old man. I remember back in my day when I was a young whippersnapper and I knew a young
That was
lady.
like, how many years ago was that?
Not that
That was
many. It's
when
like
I,
3 or 4 tops.
about 3 years.
Hmm. Yeah, see,
Damn,
3 or 4 tops. Basically yesterday.
doesn't feel like yesterday.
Because you're starting to have that old man mentality. Like
No,
things used to
because
be
I've
better.
no because like I in within those 3 years I filled it with new memories.
Hmm. It was basically yesterday.
I mean, for me, I don't even want to say it was basically yesterday because like for me 2014 still kind of feels like basically yesterday.
I know.
Um, but I still remember watching games from the World Cup with friends. Um, but no, like I don't want to say that 3 years ago feels like yesterday because um within those 3 years, within these 3 years, I've lived life and had memories made. Like, yeah, some days were shitty, but there was a bunch of cool days. Like, that's what that's that's why I'm so like I still miss my ex, because I don't have bad memories with her.
Well, it's always the best days in life that feel the shortest.
Yeah,
It's the paradox of perceiving time. All the worst times feel slow, particularly when you're in the current moment of experiencing them, they feel their slowest. And then afterwards, you're like, damn, that was only 5 minutes. It felt like an hour, in the moment.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess.
But also the brain will
But
play tricks on you on how it perceives time. There are some things that I remember pretty clearly that I'm sure I've like fudged the details in my brain, but they've become so unanimous with the memory that I could swear that's how it happened. Like I could swear I saw King Kong fight Godzilla. Like pretty sure I was there. But I know it's not. Like I know that that's certain details. That's not how it went down. But that's the nice thing about things that happened, like that long ago.
like what, for example?
Something that was worn, like an article of clothing. Like I could swear I remember a particular article of clothing that a particular girl was wearing,
Uh-huh.
and I've like asked about that because it's very vivid in my memory. And like I've been assured that particular article of clothing does not belong to said lady friend. But it's like I said, but I know enough about memory to know that she's probably right. I'm probably literally just remembering wrong. I'm willing to accept that. Besides, it doesn't matter what she was wearing. It's what I did when I took it off. That's the good part of the memory.
Okay. Uh, uh, yeah, it's been a while since we've spoke about your sexcapades.
I feel like I lived all that cool stuff early on in life and kind of just I don't know. What's the word?
Then you kept on saying
No, no, everything else was just a disappointment after
you
that.
kept on
Honestly,
saying that you put the bar too high, that
yeah,
your
like
standards have gone
yeah,
like
honestly, like you just can't go. Like I've grown accustomed to it. Like even after all these years of inaction, it still seems like such a uh, what's the word betrayal of myself to like settle for anything that's not at least attempting to be as what's the word interesting, or worth it in my eyes.
the word interesting.
Yeah. No, that's the thing.
Uh,
Like life has boiled down to like interesting things that I'd like to see just out of the curiosity, uh, and you know non-interesting things that I'm just like whatever you can.
so, mm, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I like sometimes my brain says like I sometimes wonder and I think, would I dare dip my toe into that Veronica water again ever?
Do it. Yes,
And
yes,
I
you
think
would.
I think about it for a bit. Like my initial reactions would be like, yes, 100% yes. But
I'm sure you
like
would.
the
Yeah,
more I
like
think about her, the more I think about her, like personality wise, I enjoyed being friends with her and I enjoyed our brief but passionate relationship. Meaning, like, we connected on a bunch of things. She also has something something inside her that was
Mhm.
angry at the same time, and then mm, the misfortunate timing and the whole situation back then. I don't think I would go go into that. And I feel that this conversation is a bit too random for listeners of this to understand what would happen or who this Veronica is. So I don't know if you would want to give context or not, or to keep it open ended and a mystery.
I think we can do both. Uh, give just enough context to know the story without giving away too much that the mystery is gone.
Yeah, that's
Um,
fair.
Speaking of Veronica, I think a while ago, she like deleted me from Instagram. Didn't block me, deleted me. Right? There's a difference. Um, it just caught me. It was curious. Random.
Huh.
Yeah, right, random. I'm not sure why. I barely. Um, yeah, I didn't really talk to her at all. I just had her there. Although there was this one like I don't know if it was an argument conversation. It got oddly heated, but it was like a pro-life, pro-choice. Uh, she put up something, and I was like, because she seemed pro-life, right? But she put up something that was pro-choice. I wasn't judging. I was just curious. I was like, oh, like I'm surprised. This is what you stand by. Which so I was like, so just to clarify, like, so if you had a baby, right, and it wasn't like planned for you, and no, she responded like, no, I would absolutely like have like the baby. I would not under any circumstance abort, the pregnancy. Yeah, that turned into like a whole thing. That's the last time I had any contact with her. Several months after that is when I noticed.
When was that?
Yeah, probably like 2 years ago, maybe three. Like it might have not even been that far away. Um, but
I
yeah, like
I don't know. I haven't. The last time I had contact with her was like, I would say after I broke it off with my ex, whom I don't think of anymore at all. Like, that was a trial run for me.
mm,
It was my first girlfriend, and we're not compatible. Reflecting on that,
mhm,
also I was a stupid asshole because it was first relationship, so it happens. And then after our relationship ended with Veronica, it just spiraled down into like very negative, and
mhm.
like I didn't know what to say because I was super confused and um kind of scared and intimidated by not her but like by my actions, because I felt like I didn't have a say in anything
Oh,
because
okay.
I was being stupid.
Mm,
However, like, yes, she also had the understanding of what we were doing, but that blame was shifted from herself onto me, and I think that was a way for her to justify
mhm,
her action and justify herself in her own mind.
mhm.
But if I can remember anything about Veronica's character, definitely she hated it when people assumed stuff about her,
Mhm.
even
Uh,
if they were correct.
that's the thing about hindsight, right? It's always 2020. Like you'll always be able to break down and see exactly where the sniper shot came from after the fact. Never during.
Like, I would say there were a bunch of snipers aimed at that thing.
Mhm,
It was definitely not meant to be,
mhm,
and that's why I would say I would never I wouldn't even dip my toe into that water again,
mhm,
because the thing is, the first time we had a stint or
Hmm.
thing, we were friends, and I was very not self-confident, like even less than I am now. I and yeah, it was I immediately just thought, oh yeah, no, I would definitely not be able to get with Veronica. Um, and then she confronted me with very uneasy things that I wasn't prepared to handle
Mm.
at the time. And then we stopped being friends for like a year and a half or a bit longer, almost 2 years. She didn't speak to me. And then all of a sudden she violently, I would say, came into my life.
Giggity.
Like she started speaking to me,
Hmm.
she started hanging out with me more. She would make an effort to talk to me. And like at first I liked it, and then it was a bit too much and it made me uncomfortable. But the thing is I still gave into it because
Of course.
like I still those feelings came back, you
Yeah.
know?
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. If there's any kind
So
of
like
like positive feeling, it'll uh, you'll be pulled back.
yeah, so I mean like it was just a wild ride. I would say that. Like I don't want to say anything bad about her.
Right.
Um
No, yeah, nicest
yeah,
girl. Like
because
she's
she's
never
a
been
nice
rude.
person.
Yeah, never mistreated me, never said anything that was messed up. Like I can say that with full confidence because it's true. She's what do they call it? What's the saying? The salts of the earth. Very on the up and up. She doesn't seem like the type to screw anyone over or anything like that, or be a bitch or anything that I know of. Like I said,
She
from my perspective.
she kind of I wouldn't say that she wasn't, but I also don't have 100% evidence that she was. All I know is that towards the end of our friendship, it got terminated.
Mm.
Like how she came back into my life very, not forcefully, no. How she came back in was kind of gradual, exponential growth, but the ending was, whew, I don't. I think what you were talking of earlier about pain and how you perceive it in your mind, it feels like forever, and that like yo,
Yo,
what
I'm not sure what
happened?
happened. My internet did not go down. I'm not sure why it cut off there. Um,
It just said your free Zoom trial has expired.
there is no free Zoom trial. That's only if you're doing over the three or more people uh, meetings. This is two
Huh,
tops.
weird.
No, yeah. Point is though, you were talking about pain and the way your brain perceives it.
I guess I repress it. I tend to repress it because like I can't. I, if you asked me to recite stuff that was painful to me, then oh yeah, definitely I will definitely find something and latch onto it and then talk about it, and it'll start hurting after a while. But yeah, I feel that my housemates left the house, which they shouldn't be because they should be in isolation. Wait, one sec. I heard the door. Something sounds funky. Okay, well, her car is still here. Weird. Weird. Whatever.
Mm.
Oh
I think
well.
it's finally happening, man. You're starting to lose your mind.
No, I heard the door open and I think I see who it was, but I'm trying to figure out what they're trying to do.
They say the first thing to go is the mind. So auditory hallucinations.
Oh, interesting. They brought stuff over.
DoorDash?
Oh, we have a new roommate potentially moving in.
Oh. How many people is it now? 3, 4?
At the moment we're 4, but it might be 5 now.
The heck? Can your place hold 5? Is that
We can comfortably hold 7.
holy crap? That's a big place.
Yeah, it's a big place.
The heck? Does that mean your rent will go down?
No,
uh, nothing's ever good news. It's just news.
no, it's pretty good because my rent, like the fact that people left, because originally it was 7,
Mhm.
and then people left, 4 people left,
Damn.
and then we got a new person. It didn't go up. My rent did not go up. So we're not scrambling to find new people.
Do you prefer more people, or do you prefer like the lone house?
What? I didn't hear you.
Do you prefer the house filled with people, or do you prefer it with the emptiness?
I don't know anymore, man. I like when I picked this house, I thought maybe because it seemed like nice people and chill, but I feel so lonely here.
Do you think it's true what they say that loneliness is a side effect of not being comfortable with yourself?
Can be.
I mean, I definitely feel it too, not as often, but it's definitely like a nagging. Uh, what do you call it? I don't know, a nagging weight.
Sensation.
Yeah, you know, like when you get punched and um, it's not bruised, but it is like a little sore for some reason. You know, it hasn't whatever the damage that was, it still hasn't completely gone away. Um, and then certain things do make it worse. Like when I see like a couple that's legit like in love with each other, instead of like just a regular one. That's when I feel lonely. That makes me feel lonely. It's like, oh shit. See, they have the right idea. Like they know what's up. Um,
I
versus
don't know that
everyone else.
that doesn't I that maybe that's loneliness in your mind.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
true.
that's how you perceive it. Because I feel happy when I see a genuinely happy couple.
You feel
I feel
happy.
Yeah, because that means there is hope. I feel hopeful.
I am not gonna take that away from you. If that
That
brings you
like
hope.
genuine happiness,
Yeah.
you can genuinely find someone who you're happy with, and that is the potentiality of life, that you
Well,
can find someone that you're happy with. And
that's
I know for a
the
fact
okay.
that my like okay, it wasn't the longest of relationships. It was just under 2 years. But I was very happy with her, and I think the there could have been a reason why, like a reason why that she broke up with me, besides all the bullshit and like stuff that I'm not proud of.
Mhm.
I think distance really killed it.
Mm.
Distance really killed it because because like when we were together, we could like we definitely were. I made an effort to see her at least once a month, if not more. In the beginning, we saw each other almost every weekend. And some days I would just drive up to her if she felt shitty.
Mm. So, how does that translate into feeling happiness from watching other people enjoy, uh, you know, something like that?
Wait, I'm hearing a dog bark, like a puppy bark. Anyway, how does what translate?
Uh,
My my relationship with my ex
yeah,
to other people?
yeah.
I guess this might be a simplistic way of looking at things, but um because like when you see other people happy, you're not you're not looking into their entire relationship. You're just looking into a slice of their day, of them being happy together. So maybe they after you see them, they are gonna get into an argument and break up. Maybe fucking a train is gonna hit splat one of them
So
because they're not looking and they're too blissful.
you don't believe that a moment can last a lifetime?
Of course not. What the fuck?
Interesting.
That's stupid.
There he is. There he is. I was looking for this guy.
That's a moment can last a lifetime.
Of
That's
course.
stupid.
Entire relationships are built on a moment.
Yeah, but it cannot last a lifetime because maintenance has is a thing that occurs.
Of
And
course,
a
but
relationship cannot be built on a moment. You cannot be happy together because one time this happened
you'd
and
be
now
surprised.
you're happy together forever. I
You'd
no,
be
I do not
surprised.
believe that.
Like, you'd be
If
surprised how often that's the magic that people credit for like a successful relationship.
I think they credit it, but people forget the stuff that isn't fun,
Mm.
like working together on a relationship, like remembering dates, remembering important things. It
It's a
just
good thing, right? If your relationship's so good that you can just forget everything that's not fun, then you must be doing something right, right?
maybe, or you're just willfully ignoring things that may be blaringly obvious and maybe down the line could potentially hurt your relationship.
Well, I I guess it depends what you're trying to take from a relationship, right? Like as they say, it's a give and take, right? You put in time, you get something back. Now, what that is it depends on every guy, right? Every girl. whatever.
In my personal opinion, what I'm gonna strive for in my next relationship, whenever that is,
Mm.
maybe
If
by the time I'm your age when I met you. Haha. Wait, how old were you when I met you? Like
how
26?
long? Yeah, I think about that. 26. Damn, I am transitioning from my late 20s to my early 30s. God have mercy.
Wait, when's your birthday?
March 90, 91,
March.
22.
March 22nd.
Yep.
Damn.
Damn indeed.
All right, so
The
18
i's
days
month.
after my 24th. 18 days after my 24th, you're gonna be a 30-year-old man.
I know. Still looking great though. It,
Damn.
sometimes I wonder. Yeah, like time, right? Like it feels like just yesterday I was, you know, freaking unsure about everything, stressing about over the dumbest shit. Now I look forward to people testing me just because I really do enjoy like the wordiness of argument. Like I enjoy like the no, you said this, good sir. You know, your turn. You know, it's like I guess that's the same reason people enjoy turn-based RPGs, where it's like I do this.
But
How do you respond?
before we continue on another tangent,
Yeah,
to
please.
answer your earlier question of like what you feel about a relationship, I don't feel it's give and take. I feel to make a relationship work, and what I said, like hopefully by my next relationship, is to work on it unconditionally, not really caring if you get something in return. Obviously, if you do not get anything in return, then there's something wrong with the other person, how they see the relationship. And then you need to question yourself, saying, is this relationship worth it? Because you shouldn't be expecting something, but if you're not receiving anything and you're just giving the whole time, then you're basically just a simp. Um,
Basically. But do you really think that's up to you?
no, it's not. It's um,
From what you
because
described, in your specific example with Veronica, she made it happen.
yeah, she I she might have known that there was still I still felt something.
Mm.
Um, there that could have been known to her. Um, she might have she might have just decided, fuck it, let's let's do this. She might have been feeling lonely, or she
That's
genuinely in that moment felt like she was enamored by me as well as me by her. I would never know because I don't think I will ever talk to her again.
no, but the point of that question was it wasn't even in your hands to do all that. You know, to have all that, to start all that. Like, so why would you believe that in a relationship? You know, or you're already planning like, well, I'm gonna go in there with like um, what was it called, unconditional oh, what's it called, unconditional love relationship. It sounds to me like it's gonna be up to her whether she makes you feel that specific um, generosity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm first of all, I'm speaking about the hypothetical person. I don't even know if I have the unconditional love for that. hypothetical person.
Well, I mean, if
So
she's hypothetical, please describe to me the curves of your thoughts.
the curves of my thoughts. Ooh, hourglass.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm. So,
Yeah, the like the with each relationship, my girlfriends have become more and more hourglass shaped
really, it's interesting. So you've
because
developed a
I
type.
think I would only say I've had three
Mm.
significant ones, and then in a subcategory of other I would put Veronica because that's a whole quagmire of debate that I do not want to go into.
Was she taller than
Um,
you? I'm curious.
Veronica,
Yeah.
she's 5'9". I'm 6'2".
Oh, nice. Oh wait, she's 5'9"? What the heck? You
Yeah,
know,
she's
she
taller than you. That I know.
she's 2 inches taller than me, but it feels like so much more when I'm like in her presence or when I was.
Yeah, she has that attitude. She has a large attitude.
Probably I was gonna say like it felt like more, but it's only 2 inches. What the heck? Like, hmm.
She also used to wear boots a lot, so maybe
Oh,
that's why.
where I was gonna say she's already tall for a girl,
Yeah,
plus boots. It's just
but
gonna like,
I do think that she might have been embarrassed by me. Might have been. I'm not sure. Embarrassed by herself. I'm
hmm,
not sure. I don't want to speculate anymore because it's so long ago.
mhm.
It's too long ago for me to accurately remember.
No, there are, yeah, I get it. It's one of those things where your memory is unreliable at this point because of
Yeah,
how long ago it is. That reminded me. Um, I was with
but I
this.
will always remember all the nasty stuff we did.
Uh, Stop. uh, Damn. It's always. I'm glad our memories always have a way of keeping our minds fresh for the best things in
Oh
life.
yeah,
Like, right, like there is some, and I think that's a guy thing too. Specifically, like they, as men, we seem to be able to hold those kinds of memories just a little bit better than a girl can. That might be an
yeah,
evolution.
dude. Like I heard on the podcast I told you about on what Come Town.
Mm. Oh yeah.
I sometimes listen to it when I just wanna just have a good laugh at stupid, inappropriate kid jokes. Um, because it's just three guys talking about stuff and making it funny. And they spoke about what if Titanic was not where the guy died, but where Rose died. Then Titanic would be very short because he would just describe what they did in that comic.
My man. Yeah,
Fan service.
that no
And
sounds about right.
then in the movie, then he would just like talking about Rose would be like, "Oh yeah, I fucked that broad on the Titanic in that car."
No, no, I would argue the movie would be just as long, but it would still just be that one scene. He would go into detail. He's an artist, right? I gotta remember he's very good with
That's
details.
true. That's true.
I'd like
And
to
then
imagine,
maybe
yeah.
maybe there would be like another scene of him getting to into New York or Boston. I don't remember where they were supposed to get to. And
Yeah,
then
like,
he's a survivor, and then he picks up some chicks there.
My man, right? He's like just trying to, what was it, move on, live his life the way she wanted me to. Oh man, I wish I had that kind of like ability to move on from like a girl. That'd be nice. That sounds like low key sociopathic tendencies,
That
um,
is,
but it
it
looks like it
depends. Like
results.
I feel that's very some people can compartmentalize that,
Mhm.
and I have compartmentalized, as you know, and that was a huge mistake because like holding on to people's feelings as well, you need to account for that, and it's hard. It like takes a toll on you mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You don't know who you are for long.
Yeah, I can agree to
So
that. It took
yeah,
me a minute
I
to. I had to watch The Gray with Liam Neeson to remember where I am on this planet, where I wanted to be, and
so you
how I
just
was gonna
watch
get
that
there.
a shitload of time. Yeah,
Yeah, like not gonna lie, like surprisingly enough, something about the themes that Liam Neeson hits on, um, just kind of really resonated. It's just like you can feel like shit. You can have the worst like experiences behind you, inside you. It's like as long
uh-huh.
as you get shit done, like that's all that really matters. And I was like, I might be able to swing that. Like I maybe.
That's that's true. Yeah,
Like that's what I liked. And through the whole thing, like he never got the sense that he was like an emotionless like man, right? Like you see him almost kill himself in the beginning. You see him cry at home by himself, and he's constantly like remembering his wife. So you know he's and he jokes around like when things are at their most tense, he helps out that one dude die uh, peacefully. Um, and even when that one dude like tries to like create trouble, they fight a little bit, but as soon as it's resolved, he lets it go. He gives him food. Um,
yeah. I'm not. I don't remember The Gray anymore.
I
I haven't
recommend.
seen that movie in like forever.
I'm telling you, man, it's surprisingly, it's one of the most, if you ask me, underrated like performances I've seen in a while. I've never seen something that underrated. I'm surprised he didn't get nominated. Like I'm not surprised he doesn't get raving results. I don't know why he didn't
Didn't
get
he?
way more recognition for it.
Didn't he get nominated for The Gray?
I not really. I don't think so. He's been
I feel
hmm,
it might be a Mandela effect or something, but I feel like he did.
well. Let's find out. I'm pretty sure he didn't though. Uh,
Let's do it. Jamie,
yeah.
pull it up.
uh, movie. No.
Oh, by the way, in your background, is that a Doctor Strange poster? I
It
just see Benedict Cumberbatch, but I don't know which. Is that
it is.
Benedict Cumberbatch?
It's Benedict Cumbersnatch.
Oh, Cucumber Snatch.
Doctor Strange is one of my favorite Marvel heroes.
Dormammu, I have come to bargain.
It the movie was a typical Marvel movie. Um, the Doctor Strange that I was expecting, like always, is like any comic book movie slash adaptation, is never what you're gonna get in the movies. Uh, yeah, no, Doctor Strange is way cooler than what they gave us, and they got Benedict freaking Cumberbatch. I can't believe they wasted like his talent on on
I liked
post
it.
performance.
I
Yeah, but
like.
you would have loved it if it was if it was as deep as it was supposed to be. uh, like for example, the whole reason Doctor Strange like became a doctor, it's because his sister had a brain tumor that was inoperable. No surgeon would touch it. So he became a neurosurgeon specifically so that he could, you know, operate on her, take a crack at taking it out. She died on the table on him when he went in to try to
Nice.
take it out. No, but like it's stuff like that that I was
Mother, I
expecting.
trusted you to keep me alive.
Yeah, right. Like
Why did you kill me?
some real like torment. That's I think Benedict could have like elevated a scene like that, you know, to like
Eh,
freaking
I don't know. I don't think Marvel has been going in that direction for a while.
no.
And now
You know who did
with
though?
their it did a
No,
little bit, but
no,
then
no,
I
it didn't at all. Do you know which Marvel movie actually went there, like to that, like to make a performance? It's
what
it
Endgame?
no, and no, it's one of the two Marvel movies that was not made by Marvel. It was made by Fox.
Fuck. I don't
Bless you.
remember.
It was Logan. Bless you.
Oh shit! Yeah, Logan was good. I
No,
watched that for my birthday.
no, Logan was the best. Logan is the most emotionally interesting movie out of all of them by far. None of them come
I
close.
fucking love Logan.
Yeah, no, that's basically the Gray, but in Marvel format.
Yeah,
Where
I think I watched that. When did that come out? 2017.
yeah, it was like it during the mid phase four of Marvel. Yeah, no, Logan was great by far.
Wait, wait. Yeah, it came out 2017.
Yeah. The only other movie that came close to it was Black Panther, but halfway through the movie, it gave up
Eh,
on halfway through the movie, it gave up on trying to be that good, and it just turned into a regular Marvel movie. The last
yeah, I
great scene.
remember. I remember it. I didn't like Black Panther.
No, yeah, like it
Like
didn't follow
I
through.
kind of liked it in the beginning. I
Yeah,
liked it in
right.
the beginning,
Yeah,
and
that was
then
interesting.
it was weird.
No, absolutely. Like the premise that it um, introduced was great, especially when I think it's Killmonger who's talking to his dad in the afterlife, and his dad is seeing him as a child, you know, and you get that great like father
Also,
son.
I do not like thinking about Black Panther because that was the day after I watched it. That was the day I broke up with my ex.
Sweet Jesus. Well, the point is, yeah, no,
February 17th.
sweet.
February 17th. I remember it.
You even know the date. Just well, I mean,
Well,
one day you'll forget.
no, I don't think I will.
No, it's like that Captain America meme. Nope.
No, no, I don't think I will. He kind of looks like Joe Biden there.
Yeah, he has that squinty face. Like that.
He has a Joe Biden squintiness. It's like a mixture between Joe Biden and Clint Eastwood.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Do we have a new dog?
Nice.
Yeah,
Small
there's
dog or big dog?
no. It's a medium-sized dog. Kind of reminds me of like the shape of the dog is similar to my dogs back home.
Mm. Are you a dog person or a cat person?
Dog, but I also like cats.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just because you're a dog person does not mean you have to hate cats. It just means
Yeah,
just means you get along with dogs a little bit better. That's all. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
Jesus, man. You're turning 26, right?
I'm turning 24.
Oh, sorry. You're turning 24.
I'm a young boy. I'm a
What was I
97 baby.
what was I doing at your age? Oh my.
You
yeah.
should have stopped shitting your pants by then.
I hope not. At least I would still have an excuse to leave a room. Ugh.
Mom, I shit myself.
Hmm? What? I didn't catch that.
I just said, ooh, the doggo is sniffing another dog's butt.
That's how you know he's a real dog, not a fake dog.
Like it's funny when dogs meet, they have like this weird dance where they first like see each other and then they sniff each other's butts. They go in a circle, and then they sniff a bit more, and then they get excited, and then they start running and barking at each other
Mm.
because they want to play.
And
Or
what's
like
not?
dogs are immediately aggressive when they start like going at each other.
Mm. But at least they know where they stand relative to each other right away. Either he's a bro
Yeah,
or
if they
he's
start
not.
sniffing each other's butts, then things are good.
I have a small dog who doesn't get along with other dogs of any size. It's not. He stresses me out. He stresses me out when there's another dog in the area. He doesn't understand. You know, like a small dog that doesn't understand. He's small. It's like you're
What
not.
kind of dog is it?
It's a Chihuahua. It's just a regular Chihuahua. Yeah. Like he does not understand the concept that this big dog will eat you if it felt like it. Like, but he'll still bark at it like it's his mortal enemy. Like he spat on his honor.
Damn.
Yeah. No, I wish I knew how. I don't know how to teach humbleness to a dog. I wish I knew how to do that. It's quite a gift, right? Like it's quite a request. Ah.
Well, I know once I move, like I'll feel things out. If I move and I need to stay in America because of job and other stuff, then I'm definitely getting a dog, a small dog. I
Hmm.
want a Jack Russell Terrier. I
What are
love
you gonna call
those
him?
dogs.
What are you gonna call him?
If the dog had its tail cut,
Hmm.
then I'm gonna call him Stompy, which means a little stump in Afrikaans.
Stop.
And if not, then yeah, Stompy. If not, then I'll just call him Stocky, which means a little stick.
There's a stumper stick. I like that. See, you have plans for the future, man. That's good to see. Means you don't plan on dying anytime soon. It's good to hear. I mean,
I don't plan on dying.
who does though? Right, few.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But
Jeez.
yeah, now my plans for my future today are fucking. I'm gonna finish watching this episode of Handmaid's Tale. Um,
What season
season 3. I binge watched the show. Yeah, I'm on season 3, episode 4.
is? Is season 2 different than season 1?
Have you seen season 1?
Uh, I've seen up to the part where she meets her husband again, and she knows that her daughter's alive.
I don't think she doesn't meet her husband, but
Oh, she just gets a note.
the Mexican like there's a Mexican delegation,
Mhm.
and then she says I need to get out to the delegation, but then they leave, and then the assistant to I think the ambassador, he says that he knows that her husband is alive, and give he can give her husband a note to say that she's alive
Mhm.
and stuff. And then she does give him a note, and then he knows that she's alive. And then season 2, I'm not gonna spoil. I'll just generally say, because season 1 is pretty much is a lot like the book.
Mhm.
The book, what I liked about the book is that it ended vaguely. Like, you don't know if she made it out, or if she doesn't. You don't even know what her name is. I think maybe at the end of the book it does say her name, but I don't think so. It just refers to as Offred or the handmaid, but I don't
Mhm.
think you get to know her name. And I like that there's an afterword. 100 years after Gilead, the country is disbanded, and it's back to America or something.
Mhm.
Um, then it like speaks about it, and I like that about the book. Whereas season 2 uh is a very weird season. I still think it's good. Like, there's some like low points, but a lot of high points. It reveals more about the world, I would say. It reveals a lot the about Gilead. And then season 3, it it feels like this would be the last season. I honestly think that if this is not the last season, then season 4 should be the last season, because they shouldn't be hyping this up too long, because I love the show, but it makes me feel so uncomfortable looking at like this hyper Christian
Mhm.
Nazi
Right.
fascist state. Yeah, it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Interesting. So what are your thoughts on Islam? uh,
Yeah, I think, yeah. I don't know,
interesting.
man. I know, like, tonight I should definitely do homework.
Hmm. I feel that. I probably should too.
I should definitely do homework. Yeah, I'm in like I'm in two upper division politics classes. I need to finish. I have an incomplete for my sustainable water systems class, so I can still finish that. And then I have a sustainable energy class. So yeah, I'm doing one one class is European politics, and then another class is uh, I wouldn't say Chinese politics. It's more, the class's title is The Rise of China. So it's pretty cool.
Interesting. The
And
rise of China.
I think after this quarter, I'm done with all my upper division classes. I just need 2 writing seminars, and then I'm done.
Holy crap. That's
Yeah,
it's very rare
in the
when I
home
hear that.
stretch.
It's very rare that I hear the phrase "and then I'm done."
Yeah, and then I'm done.
Damn. Then you become one with the universe.
Fucking hopefully. Uh, ideally, I want to go to grad school.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. I mean, once you know what you like, you just want like to more of it, right? You just want to keep going. Yeah.
I really enjoy the political science thoughts. Like, my class about the rise of China is so interesting, yet so nerve-wracking, because like you think about the global context of the world. Like, you think about, because right now we're talking about the stalemate between China, Taiwan, and the US. Um, and that's pretty interesting.
No, I mean,
But yeah, all right.
yeah, no,
I think
interesting.
I think I'm done with I'm done with conversing today.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We can definitely converse when, like, sometime soon. I just feel like my body is telling me it's time to start to shut up.
Yeah. No,
Because right now I wanna be horizontal. I want to be
giggity.
I want to be in a horizontal position,
Don't we
looking at
all?
my TV,
Mm,
just not thinking, not talking.
I feel you. So something about being lethargic is feels like a recharge. There's a little part of me that's also trying to looking at my bed right now, like, yeah, you're looking good. But, but yeah. Oh, yeah. What the hell?
Can you see me still?
You have disappeared, but I guess it's appropriate.
Oh no, wait. I'm just responding to a Instagram DM.
Damn, I thought you said you were taking a break, man. What's up? What are you
I'm
doing?
not talking. I'm just typing.
What are you doing, man? No, but I mean like with girls, man. What's going on? Even when you're sick, you're still trying to get it in. Giggity.
Huh. Hey man, I'm not saying that I am completely close to the idea of not getting it in, but this is a girl that uh to normal cool wait. This is a girl that I've known for a while. She's half South African, half Afrikaans, half Ecuadorian. That's a nice spicy mix. Um, and she just turned 21. So apparently she's a day or two younger than my ex.
When life
And
closes one door, it opens another. This guy. Well,
hey
as long
man,
as,
like
whatever gets you through
I
this, I guess.
the thing is, like, yeah, it's nice, but she's in Halifax.
When has that stopped any man?
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's stopping me. It's just I'm just saying, like, thinking about the distance between Santa Cruz and Halifax right now
Dude, you're
makes my head
calculating.
dizzy.
You're calculating. You're like, if I travel straight through the day, in theory, I could get there. uh, well, that's good. They say the key to staying sharp is always being, being in motion. Keeping the math alive. Whatever gets it go. Whatever gets it up is.
Whatever gets it up.
You see. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man. That's
Well,
good. I'll let you.
enjoy
Yeah.
making love to your bed.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna stay on my couch for like a few more minutes, finish this episode, and if I feel sleepy, I will also make love to my bed.
great minds think alike, I think. So I
All
will
right.
let you to it. It was very nice speaking with you
Thank you,
again.
sir.
Oh, see you.
Definitely.